Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight for. Oh, got my Twitch audio on, but for the third stream of the season, we've got, I believe, 7 games for both leagues. That might not be right. I did not confirm that, but kick it off shortly. But looks like we have some minor league action to start off. An off day. And then 5 stream games and 2 primetime games for the majors. So 6 majors games, yeah, that could be correct. But kind of might notice a little project that I was working on today. I have a ticker. We'll see how that goes. But I'm not doing box scores, but I figured maybe I can spruce it up a little bit and give some of that information to you guys so you can see stuff as the stream's going on. So, but yeah, we'll jump right into it. We're on May 7th, which is correct. So we'll go to the 8th, and we have our first stream game of the day, which is Kansas City at Bruce City. But yeah, we'll get right into it and kick it off. I don't know if we have any mods in here today, but let me just check the schedule to see if anybody is around. Looks like we don't have anybody signed up, so we'll get going. Getting off the Gray leads off with a fly out to center field. St. John will fly out as well. Center fielder getting some early work there. And a pop out for Kamenek. So 3 straight caught balls for the Bears. Gets them out 1, 2, 3. All these nuts, draws a leadoff walk. Jared Kiso bunts him over to second. So we have a runner on second with 1 out, and Stitcherson will draw a walk. Bob's big boy grounds into a double play. Plenty of time for that one as the Hepcats get out of it with a double play, stranding some base runners for the Bears. Super Creek will ground out. Martin Walker strikes out. And Kif Croker will ground out. So another 1, 2, 3 inning for Zensky. And Torrey's going to lead them off with a home run to put them up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. He's been on fire, and he keeps that going. His 5th home run on the season. Him and Big Boy have been putting in work for the Bears offense early this season. Buster gets both of the next 2 pitchers to retires them and gets Coleman as well. So apart from that 1 home run, that inning was excellent. Jacopo Reddick blasted over the wall. That was a laser. That ball, I thought that was off the wall. I didn't think that could be taking the trajectory of a home run animation at all. So, Reddick answers with his own leadoff home run to match Torrey. And we're tied here in the top of the third. Getting off the Gray will strike out swinging. So we're going to go to the bottom of the third. 1-1. Career minor leaguer strikes out. All these nuts. Pops out to shortstop. And Kiso grounds out to the third baseman. So 1, 2, 3 inning. Buster only allowing 3 runners on in 3 innings. St. John flies out to lead them off. Kamenek drops it in. They'll be down for a single. So a 1-out base runner. And Super Creek's going to keep it going. He's going to hit him all the way to third. As they're going to have runners on the corners with 1 out here for Martin Walker. And an error will prevent any hope they had of getting the double play. That might have cost them a run, but who knows if they would have been able to get that double play anyway. Croker flies out. Now they're just hoping that that error doesn't cost them, and it won't. As the third baseman makes a great catch to make a play on that line drive. Stitcherson pops out, facing a deficit here for the first time in the game. Big Boy gets a single up the middle. Pushes his batting average to .310 on the year, and Torrey follows him. But a ground ball up the middle. They aren't able to get the double play. So runners on the corners with 2 out for Sankara, who will ground out to the shortstop. Not able to bat in Big Boy on third. They are not able to tie up the game or take the lead in this inning. Julian Aloa will ground out unassisted to first base. Rickerson, the bot, will single. So he's on with 1 out. And that's in the gap for Gandalf the Gray. Rickerson is struggling. Must not have a lot of speed as he holds up at third. So 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for St. John, who delivers. That's down the right field line. They don't send Gray, even with his speed and base running prowess. Will not be able to score on that one. So they'll have... Oh, they picked him off. Costly out there as it takes away the sac fly or ground out potential, and Kamenek will fly out. So that pickoff saves a run, as Kansas City will only be able to put up 1 in this inning. Coleman strikes out. Career minor leaguer grounds out. All these nuts will fly out. That ends the 5th. Buster has been excellent so far in this one, with a whip of 1 so far. Martin Walker strikes out after Creek gets on to start them off. They get the lead runner, so a fielder's choice for Kif Croker. Reddick follows up with a hit, so now they're going to have a runner in scoring position. And a lineout for Aloa ends the game. Or ends the top of the 6th. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Bears need some offense here. Let me fix the... fix the title of the stream, as both Stitcherson and Keesoap will get on to start off the game. So that runners on the corners, no outs. Big Boy walks the bases loaded. Buster with his first major challenge of this game. Good start with a pop-up from Torrey. First time retiring him in this one. O'Shaughnessy's been cold, and he'll strike out. 2 big outs for Buster here. Sankara will fly out, and Buster gets out of the bases loaded, no out jam, as the Bears wish they had some runs in that inning. Rickerson grounds out. Gandalf the Gray is safe at first. An error on the pitcher, and he'll steal second, so that error puts a runner in scoring position there, and it's a good one. St. John will line that into right field, and they're going to hold up the runners. First and third, 1 out. Kamenek grounds out. They tried to get the play at the plate, and they're not going to get an out. He's safe at home. They get the fielder's choice, but they would be out of it here. We'll see if that mistake costs them. And Walker will pop out, so it will not cause any more runs to score. But they still do give up 1 run, as the Bears' lead or deficit is slowly, run by run, increasing here. 2 quick outs for Buster. He's at 86 pitches. We'll see how long he will go. Single for all these nuts. And a ground ball up the middle gets them out. So they brought in Popo to get that one. And he delivers right away. So a great outing from Buster. And Croker's going to give them another run. That was a upper decker home run. Made it into the bleachers. As that puts them up 5-1. They've just put 5 tally marks on the board. Reddick will ground out. Ulloa lines out to the left fielder. Rickerson drops it in for a single, so they have a 2-out base runner. Gained off the gray, trying to keep them going. Will hit a hard ground ball to the second baseman, which ends the inning. Go to the Bears half. They need some offense. They've been desperate for it so far. Have had an opportunity or two, but so far the Hepcats have distributed their hits very evenly. So both of the first 2 batters are retired. Torrey gets a single, so that's his 3rd hit on the day. Great showing from him here. O'Shaughnessy will fly out, so the Bears scoreless again. Line drive up the middle for St. John will give them a leadoff base runner, trying to get a 3rd straight inning with a run, which would be their 2nd time doing that this game. But they turn 2, so they finally hold them scoreless at the top of the inning, and we're going to go to the Bears' half of the 9th. They need 4 runs. Coleman lines out to right field. And career minor leaguer grounds out. So their last chance, all these nuts will ground out into a fielder's choice. That ends it. Kansas City with a dominating pitching performance tonight will win this one 5-1. We'll save the day or save the game. And I'll show, so here's the minor scores. Then I will jump up and show the majors. And then there's your other 2. And I'm going to go to here and all right. And then we will advance the day shortly. All right. I need to refresh the ticker to get the latest games up there. We have our off day. We're on to the 10th. 15 games of the way through the season. There we go. Ticker is updated. In this game we have Vancouver at OBX, our first prime or I guess it's our 3rd prime time this week. The 2nd of the stream, or 1st of the stream. So Vancouver OBX. I think I have a write-up for this one. Vancouver, Andy Beans is 1-1 so far with a 3.12 ERA. He just picked up win number 125 and is looking to try and cut out some of the walks to help lower his whip, as his hits allowed is only 12 in 17 innings pitched so far. McLovin Jr. has been leading them on offense with a 345 average and a 127 weighted runs created plus. McLovin has been showing his ID around town and picking up all the hits. His power hasn't picked up yet as he only has 1 home run, but as long as he keeps putting the ball in play, he should be able to break out. For the Aviators, Jigs Kingman will take the mound. He's 3-0 with a .9 ERA so far. He has been on fire. Each time he has gone out, the team has been celebrating big wins if they have outscored their opponents 30-4 in their starts, with only but of those 4 runs, he has only allowed 2. Bazooka Slow has been living up to his namesake so far, stealing 9 bases. So far, he has been hitting only .264, but has already picked up 3 homers and 16 RBIs while scoring 8 runs out of the 9-hole. So we'll jump into this one and kick it off. Pierre-Philippe lines that into left field for a leadoff single, and he's going to take second right away. See if he goes for third. Strange lines out. Crash grounds out, but does move the runner over. But no sac fly opportunity here. McLovin Jr. will strike out, and that ends the inning. Going to the bottom of the first, Ghosty will start it off with a flyout. Eschenbaugh draws a walk. Morimura grounds out into a double play. Quick glove work by Lansdell makes it happen for Vancouver there. EVC is going to reach on a drop third strike. Don't see that very often. And Lansdell follows up with a single up the middle, so 2 on here. Atlas slugs. Pops out. Brooks Walker strikes out. And Jack John Jr. gets an RBI there with a bloop single into shallow left field. This puts Vancouver up 1-0 in this game. Phillip not able to get his second hit, and Vancouver will leave with just the 1. Curtis Jones strikes out. Ruiz Jr. lines out. And Angel de la Fuerte, batting .404, draws a walk. So Speedy McFly Jr., who's also batting .400, will pop out into foul territory. That ends the inning here. They also have a chance to expand their lead. Kingman picks up his 4th K on the day against Strange, but gives up a single to Rishikesh right after. K number 5 on McLovin Jr., but EDC follows up with a single. Oh! They got him at second! Tries to advance to second on the throw, but he's gunned down, and so Vancouver has 2 runners taken off the board there, and then Oliver's going to tie this one up with a leadoff home run. 377 feet over the head of the right fielder. And that will make this a 1-1 game. Bazooka Slow drops it in for a single. We'll see if Slow tries to take second, and he's off in there safely with stolen base number 11. Ghosty single, no. Grounds out to the shortstop. Eschenbaugh grounds out, but they're going to take the out at home, and they save a run there. Retiring Slow, and then Morimura will fly out. That ends the game. Ends the 3rd inning, but we're tied now. Vancouver needing that run again. Lansdale will fly out. Slugs pops out to the shortstop. And Brooks Walker pops out. So the inning ends there, 1-2-3. Kingman settling in nicely. My brain is, it said Kingman doesn't have an earned run. Oh, because, okay, the runner got on with a drop third strike, so that does not count as an earned run. That is interesting. De La Fuerte draws his 2nd walk of the day. On base percentage is getting close to 500. Fly Jr. strikes out with a runner on second and will strand him. His batting average has fallen a bit from the start of this one. Shakshan Jr. flies out. Phillip strikes out. 6th K on the day for Kingman. Then gets Strange to line out to center field, and he's through 1-2-3 again. 5 5, I guess, would say scoreless, but 5 earned runless innings. Suka slow draws a walk. That's not who you want to walk, as he's now 12 for 13 as he swipes second. Ghosty flies out to left field. Eschenbach flies out to center field, and that ends this inning. So you go to the 6th. Rishikesh grounds out. McLovin Jr. grounds out to the pitcher. And EVC draws a walk with 2 outs. No longer the speed threat he once was. But Lansdale will deliver with a 2-run home run that puts Vancouver up. A huge walk from Von Caliente, adding an extra RBI to that round trip from Lansdale. Slug drops it in for a single, so 3 straight hits for the Vandals here. Walker grounds out to the third baseman, fielder's choice, but they get 2, up 3-1. Morimura is retired, as is Jones on a ground ball to the shortstop. And then Julio Ruiz Jr. will fly out, so 3 innings left in this one. Vancouver keeping their lead. Jackson Jr. will start him off with a walk. We'll see if he tries to take second. Phillip will pop out. Yeah, I'm happy with how the ticker turned out so far. It was figured it would help people, especially since I'm moving through the scores faster if they miss. There's still the possibility to catch some stuff, and you get some more information than is available about stats from people. But Rishikesh will bring on Jackson Jr., putting him up 4-1, and then McLovin Jr. hits his 2nd home run on the season, puts them up 6-1. Caliente will be retired, but OBX staring down a 5-run deficit now. De La Fuerte grounds out. McFly Jr. lines that past the first baseman in there with a single. We'll see if they send him. They don't. He will get to second, though. So 2 outs, runner on second, and Slow will deliver, but McFly Jr. does not test the arm of the left fielder. So we have a still at 5 runs. Ghosty needs to deliver here, and a great play. Jackson Jr. had to move quite a long way for that one, but makes the play and sends them packing in the 7th. Lansdale flies out, slugs. Grounds out up the middle. Walker flies out, so 3 up, 3 down. Shaheno able to get through this inning without any damage, unlike the 7th. Morimura drops one in the gap and will slide in there safely with a double. So a good start here with 1 out for the Aviators. Jones grounds out, though, so Ruiz Jr. will deliver a single up the middle, and they will send Morimura, who's in there safely. So they chip away at that lead. It's now a 6-2 game, but no more here as De La Fuerte will strike out. Go to the 9th. Jackson Jr. will ground out to start. Phillip walks, and he'll steal second. 18 on the season. Strange strikes out. Rishikesh singles up the middle, in there safely. 7-2 now. And a home run for McLovin Jr. as they tack on 3 here, and this one is probably over. We'll try to do something in the bottom of the 9th, but 7 runs is going to be hard to come by. A second error. I think this is Wasn't sure if that was on the season. I don't think Makova Jr. No, it was not in this game. That was their first error. Ghosty strikes out. And Eschenball will keep it going. So they just need 6 now. And a fly out from Morimura ends it as Vancouver takes this one 9-3. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Thanks for the raid, Hollywood. Hope your stream went well tonight. For those who are not familiar with us, I'll do the spiel. But basically, we have a... I'll put the Discord in here, but we are a user... like a create a player league. So you make a player, do some tasks to earn some points every week and upgrade them. And then we kind of just simulate out a career. And it's a lot of fun. Get into play with long people, play with new people, watch your player develop. It's short enough careers where you're able to get through a good amount, but not... it's still kind of satisfying because it takes a while and you kind of go on a little bit of a journey. So, but if you're interested in making a player, link the rookie Discord in the chat, and there's a bunch of people that can help answer any questions that you might have. But definitely a great time, and every player on all these teams is created by a unique person. So it's about 300 to 400 people, and it's been growing a little bit recently too, which is always good. But I'll save here. Our next game of the night is a quick sim on the 11th. So I will quick sim today. But here are the minor scores. There's the majors. Had an extra innings game there in Detroit. Looks like a good one. And then our last minors games. 5 for 5 day from Killfigure. Wow. And then I will do a quick export. And move on to the 12th. And then on the 12th, we have Boise at New York. Nikki Vaseline. Lone Star. But, Lone Star always jokes. I think he said he's 4-39 in his career so far. So we'll see if he gets to 4-40. I know he was maybe sarcastically looking forward to that one. But ticker's refreshed, so it has the most recent the stats in the quick sim. So no none of the stream stuff, but well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that he's been on a tanking team for the entirety of it so far. But yeah, but we'll hop into this one. Mirkatok gets him started. Their lone speed threat. And he'll take second. 14 on the season. I picked him up in our in a Dynasty Fantasy League with a couple other guys. And I drafted Mikurtak this season. He was not on a roster. Oh, and he's gunned down at third. So they take the runner in scoring position off. As soon as I start talking about Mikurtak, he gets caught stealing. But yeah, needed some speed eventually, and so took him, and hopefully he'll be a impact player in my lineup. Payne flies out, so 2 outs. And Mihair lines out. I don't believe in the commentary jinx. The Sen does with the same ones. Gauthier will ground out. They fly out to right field for Knopf. So 6 batters, 6 outs for before I forgot the name of the pitcher before we went to the next inning, but does have the 1 hit, but still only 6 batters through him. Bebe is going to put them on the board in the hit column with a leadoff or a single with 1 out, and he's going to take second. So runner on second here. Teggy will strike out. 20th strikeout on the season for Vaseline. And Ramirez will ground out. So Vaseline scoreless through the first 6 outs. For Cole Jr. Grounds out. Shu strikes out. And Stavinskis, the call-up from Kansas City, will ground out. So long pipe, 9 batters, 9 outs. Still going strong. Devontae Moore, the minor league RBI record in a single season, will get an early hit in his career. But he will be out at second on a fielder's choice. Magic will make up for it, though, taking second. So somewhat of a productive out there. And Von Kriestelhauser drops it in for a single. Magic is not going to test the arm. So we have runners on the corners with 1 out. A fly out for Payne. And he'll tag. So the first run is on the board, and it is the Voyagers striking first. Mihair grounds out to the shortstop and ends the inning. So they get out of it with just 1, but Vaseline now is down, has that potential 40th loss that he has been discussing. Mikurtak will move over, so 2 runners on, trying to get Vaseline some run support. They ground out into a fielder's choice, but it does move a runner over to third. It is Mikurtak, so all Stewart needs to do is put this in play, but he will strike out. Big strikeout from Long Pipe. And a strikeout from Gauthier will end the inning as Long Pipe strands the runner at third. Promising looking inning for the Raptors, but they weren't able to get anything done. Tanaka strikes out to start them off, and Bebe will fly out. Teggy grounds out to the shortstop, so quick work there for Vaseline. Apart from the, he has been solid, only 3 hits in 4 innings. A great catch by Von Kriestelhauser in center field. Leaping up and making an acrobatic play for Cole Jr. Gets a single. So they have a runner on with 1 out here. Long Pipe has been very good this season. Came over from San Antonio. I'm not 100% sure whether that was a trade or a free agent signing. But he's been definitely loving New York so far. He gives another scoreless inning for the Voyagers. 5 straight. Devontae Moore strikes out. Magic hits it over the center fielder's head. It's going to get over him Mikurtak is not going to be able to make that play. It got over his head. So KVK makes the play in center field. Mikurtak been able to replicate it, and Von Kriestelhauser is going to give them their second run. Some helpful insurance there. with how Long Pipe has been pitching so far, they're definitely in a solid spot. But as soon as I say that, Mirkatak, first home run on the season, 20 power, but still delivers it 376 feet over the wall. Honcho strikes out looking. Rodrigo Wallach. Sometimes I like to try and curse the games as much as possible just to prove it doesn't happen, but see? They still have the lead. It's just the first run. Mihayer strikes out. Tanaka drops it in for a single with one out here. He's going to take second. Voyagers have a lot of speed in their lineup. Almost at 40 stolen bases on the season. They're going to get thrown out at third. Tanaka not fast enough to beat the arm of Wallach. As they will maintain a 2-1 lead. Gauthier drops it in for a single. Long Pipe is getting up there in pitches. Oh, and he's going to get pulled. They bring in Rooster, who gets a K to start, and gives up a single to Farkall Jr. And they're going to both move into scoring position as he moves to second on the throw. And a sac fly for Shu ties this game up 2-2. Stavinskis grounds out, but the game is tied. The Voyagers will look to their bottom of the order to try and get them a lead once again. That does mean that Vaseline is off the hook for the loss, so his 40th loss will have to wait. Let's talk at the end of the game, Cake. Ramirez flies out, more strikes out, and good work from Vaseline. Oh, never mind. Vaseline is still in the game through 7, so that's not correct. He still could get the loss if he comes back out. 2 quick outs for Rooster. Wallach grounds out to the pitcher. So 1-2 inning for Rooster, who has been perfect with 2 strikeouts through his first 6 outs, and they will put in Mulligan. So Vaseline officially will not get his 40th loss. Von Kreistelhauser will draw a walk. Mulligan, a 10 ERA so far, with 2 runners on with 1 out here, going through the heart of this Voyagers order. Mihayer struggled, but he is a dynamic player. And he will move both runners over, so Tanaka has a make or break at bat here. And grounds out, but an error. Smirnoff not able to get a grip and will let a run score. So Boise, as a result of that error, will have a deficit. Gauthier gets them a 1-out base runner. It's up to Knopf. He has 3 homers so far, but he strikes out, unable to make up for his mistake. Farkall Jr. strikes out, and definitely not Evil Dictator comes in and throws about 5 pitches, and that's all they needed. So that gives the Voyagers their 10th win. And we'll look through the scores here. Sure, Piffer. I will jump in the booth. Oh wow, 20 hits. Dang. All right. Fancy Day the 13th, and then I will. Oh, I need to go to game settings. And all right. Oh wait, that's not what I did not mean to click a button there. Just make sure that I got this. Hello Piffer, how are you doing?
Hi, surprise appearance for me. Yeah, I
Indeed.
was gonna sign up today for like a long time, and I was gonna have plans that were supposed to run over, but then
All good.
flaky people were like, "Never mind, we're heading out tomorrow."
All right, let me. We're on to our
PB would
miners
never flake
day.
on me though. Who do we even got on the slate today? Is this updated? Cool.
um,
Dang, this ain't been updated since March 25th, dog.
I
Oh
don't think
my
we've.
God, the mods are.
I don't think we've had a mod all season. I think. Well, Foxy was here the first day, but there wasn't any prediction work to do.
Chat, you know what
Um,
that means? Go crazy. Now's your chance. There's nobody here.
I still have mod powers, so no.
Nah, he won't listen. He's all bark, no bite.
Um, yeah, we are on to Chicago at State College. So looking at that one, you want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. Share that screen up, bro,
Oh,
and I can do that.
that would be that would be useful.
Listen, I threw you off. You weren't prepared for this. I had to throw you a curveball, bro. All right. The Chicago Kingpins versus the Swift Steeds.
I will get us right
Shout out to
into
this
it.
game that will likely be. I wonder what the attendance is going to be. I'm guessing double digits on this one.
But
I know I can't see the thing. We'll figure it out after the game. All righty. Quick work there from Froggy Dubois. I got to familiarize myself with all these new minor leaguers. Always a rotating door. As that one sent to shallow right, keeps the runner on first. Walked over there after that leadoff strikeout. Steal attempt, and that one is skied out by the catcher. Easy slide in there for the first stolen base for Timothy this season. As that one's popped up back to the pitcher. Traditionally, coach is not going to like the pitcher taking that pop up, but I'm sure he's excited to get a put out on his resume as the leadoff hitter for the Swift Steeds walks on over the first, and he tries to steal himself and is in there safely. Already 13 stolen bases for Rousseau on the season. As they walk over the second hitter of the inning, and they beam the third one. Bases loaded, no outs here. Kratky is struggling right now as that one gets through the infield and allows one run to score. They hold the runner on third, playing it a bit safe here with no outs on the board. As that one dribbles back, and he is out at the plate. Nice tag by the catcher. Heads up play to get back there as they walk in a run. That's two now for the Swift Steeds. Only one hit on the inning thus far. As they get the fielder's choice there for the second half, but that allows another run to score. Once again, only one hit for the Swift Steeds. Runners on the corners, and that one's skied out to left field, and that one's out of here. 6-0 on just two hits. A 3-run shot there by Tafo Falia, the 8-hole hitter, and that one drops in right field. Another runner on for
was there
just
a
the
drop
third
third
hit of the
strike?
inning for the Swift Steeds.
I was not paying attention.
No. He blooped it into right. Blooped it into right.
Well, yeah. How did they
As
get six
finally,
base runners with 2 hits and 3 walks?
I think they got one hit, and then they walked one, beamed one.
Ah, okay, yeah, hit by pitch. That would make sense.
Yeah, they beamed a guy. I'm pretty sure it might not have been a beam, but it looked like visually it hit him. As the double play there for the Swift Steeds puts him on 2 outs. Dribbler back up to the mound. Easy throw over to first. And Chicago in a deep hole here early. Gonna need some offense, but also need Kratky to kind of settle in here. He had a rough first inning there. as he walks another batter. Control becoming an issue here. Skovgard on first, trying to steal second, and he does. Once again, a runner in scoring position with only one out for the Swifties. As that one sent to center. Not deep enough to advance the runner. And on the first pitch, he sends that one to right field. Runner stays on third, though. With a big lead, they're not looking to risk anything. And the strikeout there will end the inning. Kratky coming up clutch there for his team to keep this only a 6-run game. Sounds ridiculous to say only a 6-run game, but at this point they'll take that. As that one is hit hard to the shortstop, he tries to make the diving play, but only able to stop that ball from rolling into the gap. Could have been a double maybe there. Looked like he had a lot of speed. As they walk that hitter, first and second, one out. Dribbler back up to the mound. Fielder's choice to second there, heads up play to get the lead runner. Steal attempt here, and he is safe. Runners on second and third. Timothy with the second stolen base of the game. As that throw to third is going to end the inning there. Once again, Chicago leaving runners on, just unable to find a run here. Leadoff single there for Jet Fuel. There we go. I figured it out. As a fielder's choice there retires him. And a strikeout for Taylor. Rosu backup strikes out himself. Kratky with a pretty good inning there. We head into the fourth, 6-0 State College. Leadoff walk for Ganja Smoke. Double play there. Showtime Jones not showing up. And Tyga striking out. Froggy only at 60 pitches so far. Pretty efficient game this far, as the leadoff single there for Backstop comes through.
You have any guesses what the Rana's record is so far this season, Piffer?
Ooh, I have not been paying attention. Are they over?
No.
Oh, okay.
They are 2-16.
I mean, they still got a chance. They'll make the playoffs, I'm sure. Hey, Louisville with a lead on the out of town.
I'd be very interested to see what the odds are of them making a playoffs are. Like, they're definitely very, very, very long shots, but I wonder if how lucky they'd have to be.
I want Naz to pop open a stream one day and just test him the minors through to the playoffs as many times as it takes for the Ranas to happen to make it. Like day one.
You know what? You know what? That would be a good charity milestone for KP to do. Make him stream, and he has to live stream until the Ranas make the playoffs. Could be a quite a long stream.
Just like every day popping on, simming like 10.
No, all in one day. He needs to be one seat, like one continuous video.
Chicago, we haven't really been paying attention to what's been going on. They did have a ton of base runners there, and they finally get some runs to score. Who come around on that double there by Mexicano. Only cutting the lead down to 4, but they need to get something going. They leave 2 stranded there. Could have really used them getting around. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but exciting things were going on. Oh, the Ranas are letting that lead fall away from them. They're looking for their third one.
It's been 5-3 for a little bit, but they were up 5-1 at one point. But State College, 2 outs in the 5th, have not been able to get anything done since the first inning. But they have a runner in scoring position after Fuel steals in a single up the middle from Taylor. The center fielder can't race in quickly enough. And that will be a
They,
7th run.
they, they were
Oh,
listening to you right there, man. Josh, the
Bears
bot
are.
pitcher, giving up that run.
Bears have an error.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Bad
my
throw from
goodness.
the shortstop. And a walk.
And another walk and run. Oh my god.
The
And the 2 runs that the Chicago Kingpins just got quickly wiped off the board by the State College Swifties,
yeah, oh,
giving themselves
the
back to
Ranas got out
run.
of that one with only 1 out. Or 1 run given up. So they still have a 1-run lead in the 7th.
I love every Rana's lead being like they have 5 runs on 5 hits, and the other team has like 4 on 12. Like the Ranas are just constantly happening to work out of jams. As oh my god, what are we doing, second baseman? And they get the runner at third there, I think, to end the
Indeed, they did.
end that threat, and then get the third out. But the run did come around to score. The second baseman was standing in perfect position to field that grounder and just lets it skate right by him. I don't know if they considered that an error, but Jesus, didn't have to move more than 2 steps to field that. It was slow. Was taking a weird hop. As 2 quick outs for the Kingpins. They cut the lead down to 5. They got 3 innings to work here. As that one's sent to the deep outfield to end the inning. Kingpins 5 runs needed here in 3 innings, and they need to give up none themselves.
They
They're
do.
hitting the speeds.
Yeah, they've been getting the hits to make a comeback.
And they did just get 2 runners on quickly there. Strikeout there, second strikeout there. Ultra Neum doing some quick
RBI. There we go.
as that runner comes around to score. 2 on, 2 outs here, first and second.
Oh, they
Run
needed
just
that
scored on
one.
that single to the outfield, and a pop-up. Pitcher wisely letting his I believe that was second baseman field that one, that pop-up.
Ranas have a lead in the 9th. Still 5-4.
We'll see if the Swifties once again respond to 2 runs for the other team with 2 runs of their own. The fielder's choice there gets the lead runner. And then a strikeout puts them on 2 outs here. A Rattlesnake on the mound. That one gets through the infield. Runner comes around to third and stand up. But the hard grounder to short ends the inning. Now only 4 runs needed for Chicago. Can they make it happen?
Single for
Neum on the
Funhausen.
mound, and the deep grounder, the shortstop playing pretty far back there on the shift and able to be an infield hit, but they get the double play. Neum with a good throw, or a good pitch there to force the ground ball contact. And strikeout there ends the inning with a runner on first. 1 inning left for Chicago. Can we get some insurance here for the Swifties? They get the leadoff runner on first. Whacker. I barely know her. Rose sends that one to right. Kill figure striking out. And a deep fly ball to right field, but that's only warning track power for Fuel.
Yeah, if only he had 22 or 23 power, maybe he would have had a home run there.
Was he at 20?
Yes. 20 power is good enough to average
Chicago
you.
quickly getting 2 on. 4-pitch walk there.
Ooh.
And they go for the double play. And the Swifties have done a great job this game. Chicago getting a lot of base runners, but I think it's like the 3rd double play by the Swifties to work themselves out of a situation. And they get the ground ball out to end the game there. But, like, once again, finding a way to work themselves out of danger. I think that was like the 3rd time that the leadoff 2 hitters, the 1 and 2 hitter, got on base, and they got a double play out of it.
Yeah, some clutch pitching indeed.
It's just what you got to do. If you're going to let runners on, you got to know how to. Oh my God! And the Bears did end up winning that game. Jesus Christ! 2 runs in the 9th.
Oh my goodness. Did the walk off?
2-run homer by all these nuts.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's what I didn't think there were any home runs, and then I saw all these nuts had the home run, and I was like, that's probably it.
Hot G for him. Well, R.I.P. the Rana's dream.
2-17. They still got it. They just need to.
Yeah, they're still a playoff team. I mean, like, it's just a rough start. Just a rough start.
That is all it is. Complete game shutout from Thor Lore. Alright.
Man. By the way, you want to hear a fun stat line? Going into the sim, my player. So like when I was assigning his TP, I decided to make him really good against righties because I'm like I'll probably face more righties. Like we're gonna be bad. I'll just like make my guy really good against righties. So I put all my TP into versus righty stats, like 0 split. Like didn't even attempt to put any into versus lefties. My OPS right now is at 276 against righties. You might be
I
sitting there thinking, did he mean OBP? No, I mean OPS, the slugging plus OBP.
But yeah, if one of our pitchers in Louisville is at, I get Seattle Buffalo next. I was checking splits because I was talking with somebody about um, like when you have switch hitters, you have more people that are the opposite hand. So I was just checking our pitchers to kind of give an example of what I was talking about. First one I checked was a lefty. 6 at bats against left-handed hitters, 48 at bats against right-handed hitters.
Oh my gosh. Holy. Yeah, it's I think too in the minors a lot of the lefties that exist as pitchers are bots in like the pen. So like, even if you're just like purely counting like how many lefties there are, like a lot of times I think like a lot of times when I see a left-handed pitcher in a game, and this might be just anecdotal, it tends to be a bot reliever most of the time.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, that was just like it was kind of insane how little
yeah,
it's
it's
like
crazy though.
that is I think there's just I don't know if the portal sometimes the portal isn't correct on some of the stuff, but I think the when I checked it said that we had a very significant amount of right-handers. It was like 131 or something like that. And like 30
Yeah.
something lefties and 60 switched or I don't know, something along those lines. So um but yeah, so we'll get into the next game, which is that Seattle Buffalo, which is primetime 4.
Which, by the way, the only reason I mentioned that is because going in this game is Buffalo. I was just trying to gas myself up.
Oh.
It was an interesting stat to point out from like the team. Hitting cleanup. Yep, cold. Hey, the batting average went up though.
Oh
Take a look at that.
no.
Oh my god.
The batting average went
Hey, like
up
keep in
to
mind,
156.
oh, we got another homer during the sim. Keep in mind, right? Like looking at the stats, the slugging and OBP combined are like a 400 OPS on the season. He's average OBP and average slugging against left-handed pitching this season. So all that like downward down from like the average that he is just purely versus righties, which is today's matchup with Xavier Pruitt
Yeah,
on the
well,
mound. I
I'll let
believe
you
he's a.
take the first half of this one again. Does
Oh
that
my
work?
God! Wait,
Huh?
wait. Look at my face, general. Look at my face scan really quick. Why does he look like that? Oh my God, he looks like a guy who had his sunglass, like his really big sunglasses on his face, but forgot to put sunblock on, like in the like small one.
Yeah,
Like
the
you see what I'm
white
talking
the
about?
white eyes didn't exactly go to where you would hope they would go to.
And on the bottom half of his face is intense, bro. What the heck?
But all right,
Oh my
well,
God.
we'll get into this one. See if you can bring that batting average up.
I'll be honest, Seattle's back half of their lineup is looking rough. So we'll see how it goes. They've been a really good team for the past couple seasons. And we started with an early air for the Buffalo Surge, kind of to be expected from a team that is not looking to be very good this season, as Mets gets the steal to second base, 12th of the season. And he tried to steal third, too. Trying to steal an early run here by getting over on third. Just need a deep fly ball here to score that run in the next two batters. And that'll do it. And then some as Pass gets over to third or second base. Early one-run lead for the Seattle Serpents. And that ground ball will advance the runner to third. One out for the Surge, though, as that will drop into left field and allow the runner to score 2-0 for the Seattle Serpents. Lots of early scoring in these games so far. And they do get the double play, the rare tag first and then throw the ball to second there for the tag out. Usually the ball would go over to second and then come back to first for two forces. As a steal for Mio here, their 21st of the season. As that one's popped out directly on top of first base. Deep fly ball hits the wall. Mio easily scores from second. Double for Dog Maple. The highlight of this team, Dog Maple, with a 342 batting average. And Tun Sahor obviously going to ground out and advance the runner.
Wow, you got
At
out
least
and it
he's got
only
that going
dropped
for
your
him.
batting average 2 points.
Yeah. I only got like 10 hits on
I mean,
the season.
how many, like, you're only at 78 at bats. Like,
I think I have 10 hits on the season, if I'm not mistaken. I had 9 going into the sim. I know I got at least a home run in the sim.
I mean, 0.154 times 12. You're at 12 hits.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Yeah, so we got 3 in the
quarter
sim
of them
so
are
far.
home
Wow,
runs.
that's great. I think I had a 122 going into the sim, so that kind of makes sense. As Streamson gets struck out, Slamson up to bat. And he strikes out as well. Good work from Pruitt here, forcing a ground ball. Early scoring for both teams, though. 2-1 game here. Buffalo with the 1-1-1 stat line with that first inning error that led to some problems, being that first run scorer. As that ball is dropped into left by Mets. Look out for him to steal second and probably third here. And there's one. 14 on the season. And not going for third, letting Pass cook, and he does, sending that one to left center again. Scores the runner easily from second. Pass once again on second base. He tries to steal third, and he does. 17 on the season. Or sorry, 16 on the season. My apologies. And that one sent to the right center gap. Another double here for Hawkins scores Pass, and we now have a 4-1 game.
Yeah, I mean, it's
slide out to center.
Seattle's. I mean, you made a comment about how Buffalo's not really trying to win any games this season, but Seattle really isn't either. But
this top of the lineup is.
They have a
They
have a very interesting lineup because this top 5 is probably playoff worthy, and then the bottom 4 is probably the worst bottom 4 in the league.
Yeah.
So they have 5 good hitters and then 4. They might have the low, like, all be lower TPE than anybody else that is
Leo
in a lineup.
Come around the score on a double, an RBI double. Yeah, I think coach is sitting all those bottom 4 guys.
So who are struck out.
Your job is to. Oh, there we go. The expected. I think Seattle's coach staff is sitting down those bottom 4 hitters and saying, listen, your role on the team is to hit sac flies, bunts, advance runners, not ground into double plays, not strike out. Like, just do that, all right? We don't need you to hit homers, bro. Let the rest of the team worry about getting on base and scoring.
I think they probably got told, we need you to lose games for us.
I mean, listen, that's probably a front office is like tanking. Coaches like winning.
Yeah.
The manager in the dugout, he's got to look good.
I can't imagine the manager would think if they were managing and then all of a sudden they were given a lineup where they had to start a bunch of Double-A players.
Oh, home run here for Whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Dog Maple has 10 homers. Dang.
Yep.
And like he's a freak build too. He's got to be way up there in WAR now. I don't know if it will let me
And
see.
11 stolen bases as well. He is the only thing good about this. I think he had a 1.5 going into this, and Tun Tun Sun Sahor was like, let me make up for that, drop a minus .7.
I mean, I guess I could see it
But
being
yeah,
minus
Dogwood,
.7, but that's brutal if it is.
through 14 games, it's pretty bad.
It's like
This is a tie game here.
you've hurt your team 5% in every single game that you've played.
Yes. Yes. It's impressive, really.
Yeah,
As another steal here for Pass.
he was
That puts him up to
1.5 heading into today, and he's
18.
added only one home run, one stolen base. So he's probably at 1.8 or so.
Pass
But
does come around to score, giving his team back the lead, 5-4 here. It's an exciting game. Lots of base running happening
you
here.
might
Lots
be
of stolen bases.
you might get under -1. Because your batting average has dropped. The worst is I don't know what the worst is, but Reese had an immediate call up here that was -5 or so. So
Another double here for Dogwood Maple, once again proving why he's the MVP of this team. Tun 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 Sahor striking out again. I mean, what else do we expect?
yes. -5.2 WAR.
Cheerios gets the double there to get Dogwood Maple around. Might have been a single where he just advanced technically. The walk there puts 2 runners on, and another strikeout there for the Serpents. It was Moncrief, though, coming in relief. Fruits Day is over after almost 5 innings, 4.2. And we have a tie game once again. Whoop Whoop, the home run hitter from early in the game, going to lead us off here in the 6th for Buffalo, the bottom of the 6th. And he's going to get on base again with a walk. Reese trying to check his swing, but that's a strike. Couldn't quite hold up in time. And another strikeout for Moncrief. That's his 3rd. But another walk. Moncrief only striking people out or walking them so far, as he finally gets a ball in play there, ground out over to second baseman to end the inning.
Yeah, with Dog Maple
Top of the
too.
lineup.
He's been killing them this game.
Here for Seattle, as that one's sent to the left field corner. Not quite making it to the corner, though. Runner steals second, though. Pass, not really concerned about not getting double there, as that drops in.
Not testing Sahur's
Fortunately,
arm.
hold up a bit for the potential fly out.
You might be hitting
Puts him on
150,
third.
but your arm is still scary.
Yeah, something like that. Something. I mean, still don't got the range to catch that ball as that one bounced off the wall. Scores the runner. Second one comes around the score, diving with no play at the plate, like a complete goober. As that puts him up 7-5. Wellerman with the 2 RBI double there.
Oh no.
And a line out straight to the first baseman. I mean, finally some good contact for Tun 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 Sahor, and it's straight into somebody's glove, of course. And his batting average went below 150, guys. It got too high in the first 2 games of the sim. Had to send that right back down. As a runners walked over to second. Single up the middle there. They try to make a play at the plate, but relay over to third, and he advances on the relay. Pop up there ends the inning, but 1 run scored to cut this lead in half. So that's a deep fly ball to left field. Warning track power, though, for Judge. Lock striking out. Paj Boba, the prolific closer of the Bruce City Bears in the past, I believe, if my
been
memory
very good
serves.
this season with that 1.69 ERA.
Probably once again one of the few bright spots of a Buffalo team that is struggling right now. Chikason with the walk. And a line out, diving catch by the center fielder there. Pass with a great
Oh,
play.
it happened.
Oh my God.
How much is that going to
Which is
jump your
actually
batting
like a
average?
160. 160.
11
Yep.
points.
My God. Oh my God. And the inning ends there. It's a nothing burger hit for Tun Sahor. Blooper in the left. Does not help get a run to score, unfortunately. One more inning left here for Buffalo. Let's see if some insurance for Seattle can come around as the top of the lineup is on the base paths. Mets advancing over to third on the hit to right field. Pass actually thrown out. Finally, Slamson catches him.
6 for 43. See.
They've been running ram shot all over this team on the base paths with
14%.
I think 8 steals potentially in this game.
That's 14% thrown out, which is probably close to bottom of the league.
Carter
Yeah.
alone.
So people have been talking about this game. 11 to 16.
They work out of the bases loaded jam there. Critical play by the catcher to get the out there. Leadoff hitter Streamson grounds out. Ground out once again over to short by Slamson.
Oh, some life.
And we do have something working here. Whoop has been super clutch this game out of the 8-hole slot. But a ground ball there by Reese will end the game. Seattle with the win. A close affair. You could argue that error in the first inning kind of was the difference, allowing that original runner to score. But alas, Seattle just running all over the base paths in that game.
I'm surprised.
Pass the number 2
I
player
mean,
on the day.
like that is a solid game, but I am actually a little bit surprised that there wasn't anything a little bit more.
I mean, Pass going 4 for 4.
I mean,
stealing like 4 bases.
well, yeah, I'm saying like if you are in a game that scores how many runs total?
For
so there's your scored 27 runs.
Jesus.
Like 2 for 3 with 2 homers is good, but I feel like there would be more offense, like individual performances.
I mean, with the amount of hits, it was a lot of singles. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean, 6 homers.
I mean, a lot of homers. Just a lot of people only getting one though. Only multi-homer guy. Did our heroes get a win? Damn. They almost rallied in the 8th. Another 1-run loss for the hero team, the Ranas. Unfortunate.
Oh my goodness. Are they going to get to 20 losses before 3 wins?
Nah. They're about to win 16 in a row and go 500. Just you wait.
All right. Let's see if that. So we got one more. We have a minors only quick sim today. Next. So.
Sorry, I meant once they hit 20, they're gonna win 18 in a row and go 20 and 20. Is what I meant to say. Jesus. The poor Ranas getting smacked up big time.
Indeed, they are. I will update the ticker so people can kind of see what the stats were of that last game.
That's it.
Oh, it's moving very slowly now. Oh, did it not? That's unfortunate. I thought I had it set up to pick up the last game from every team, but it looks like it only got the last day. So, but
Hacob, you're selling.
I guess I am. Well, we will we'll export then.
Well, How's things going for the Louisville Lemurs while we're
Um,
exporting?
I
Going
mean,
good?
they were going really well. Uh, We were we were 10-0, and then KP came and completely sold the game, and then we lost four straight. So we were 10-4, and then we went 4-3 today.
You know,
So
maybe you should tell him that his punishment is he has to do the Rana thing. Like, not even a charity thing. He's just got to do it as his punishment for selling a game.
yeah, I mean, you know,
Do you have a Sir Chacho on your team? He's on your team,
yes,
right?
yep,
That's my AGM in VHL now.
yeah. I think he's been struggling a little bit so far. He did have a 3-for-5 game today, which was
He's the type of guy where he's gonna ask you questions, and like
oh
that's what I like about. Like he thinks that's annoying, but I like that because it shows me that you care. You know what I mean? I'm a
yes,
big Sir Chacho guy. I'm a big fan of his work in VHL.
yes. Looks like
In
he
fact,
0-for-4 in that game, 3-for-5 in that game, 1-for-4 in that game, 2-for-4. So he pretty good sim. Uh,
my my favorite
one
thing
in
is
for
I was
three.
sitting back and like you know how you get like the turnaround of like GMs during the off season, like people step down and like like especially in the VHL, like it's very quick. Like here, it's kind of more of like a like process sometimes because you got co-GM, so like it's not as urgent to get somebody in a role.
Oh
In
yeah.
VHL, it's like the GM steps down, you got to replace them immediately. And so it's funny, a bunch of like GM turnover was happening in VHL for a second. I was like, holy crap, hold on. And I reached out to him and I was like, be my AGM because I was like, I didn't want somebody to throw up like an AGM like hiring post and him like apply and me miss the chance to get him on my squad. It's like, no, I need to get this guy like before, like I need to offer him direct, like a recruiter, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm a big Chacho guy.
That it's the same way in the
Um,
SHL. They're they have a co or a true co and a head. Um,
yeah,
but I know there's been some off seasons that have gotten delayed because of a lack of uh, finding or it taking a while to find a head GM. So
yeah. VHL got better about that. We got complaints one time because like a GM hiring took forever and this team got like screwed because they were like in like the team was in like they just were like really competitive and all their guys were aging out, so like it was like selling time. And the commissioners took like a month to like hire a GM for this team because they're like doing interviews and like trying to be thorough.
okay, so
And
the SHL okay. Yeah, I wasn't.
and
Yep.
they and by the time they hired a GM on the team, all the teams that were buying had already bought and filled their cap. So this team had no room to sell these players that like they needed to sell. And people were um like very upset by this. And they were like, all right, fine, like we're just gonna hire GMs really fast. So they've been better about it, but
Well, that's good.
it was really funny. Like people were like really mad about it at the time. They're like, Jesus,
Yeah.
come
So
on now.
yeah, I know. I that rings a bell more now that I hear that it hasn't been delayed. I think there's been some stuff for like threats of delays that I've heard, but they probably are from other things. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
they tend.
I can't imagine getting hired to be a GM days before a draft. Like,
Yeah, it's I think the thing with VHL is a lot of times the people who are getting GM jobs are like people who are kind of in the know about people, so you're not like totally in the dark. Like, if you're like a minors GM and you're becoming a VHL GM, like the people who are in the draft class because you've been paying attention, hopefully, to the minor league. And if you haven't been paying attention, then you're probably, shouldn't be a GM. You're not paying enough attention to be like loosely aware of like people who exist.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, overall, I mean, I had that happen when I took over like a team where I was like, I had to like quickly like do the copy pasta thing where I'm like sending out like 100 draft interviews and just seeing who happens to who happens to respond to them. And it's fun. I think that's the most fun part is like getting a chance to like meet people like through those interviews. Because like sometimes, sometimes you send one out and you're like, there's no way this guy responds. Like they've been IA. And like when they do respond, like, oh, I kind of forgot about this. Like, yeah, I do want to do this. It's like, oh, like that's like the best. Like that's the best thing ever. That's my favorite. Is when you get somebody to come back by DMing them the scouting interview. I'm not sure how often that happens in like the PBE context, because the way the draft kind of works is a little different. You're really drafting people who are like brand new in the minors, so like the odds that they're like IA and like they have lost interest is like really low.
The only one that I can find that is comparable is there was a so it was in Cancun, and Twitchy was scouting, and there was a guy that we found that had no TPE but responded, or no, he joined the locker room after being drafted, and I needed a second baseman, so I went to their minor league team and said, "Hey, like, you know, any chance we can trade for this guy? I know he's coming back, because I don't think they had room for him anyway, so it made sense." And then he ended up earning to like 260, but that's as far as I could get him.
Like, I think sometimes like in VHL at least by comparison, a lot of times like recreates get like because the difference is like in the minors drafts here like waivers are on your team, right? Like if you pick up a waiver, they're just on your team. Like they don't have to go back to a draft and find a new team. In the VHL, like waivers go to a draft for the minors.
Yeah. Well, it also
So
kind of makes
sometimes
sense
like,
because you get to pick your waivers team, right?
yeah. So like they get the choice. I honestly have been put. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been big on the push that we should adopt the system that PBE has in VHL, where teams get the choice of like you reach out to them, give them an interview, decide if they're a fit for your team, your culture, whatever, and then you like use a waiver, priority pick on them. Uh, is my preference. I think that would be a net positive. Um, and I prefer that system. The VHL people are not about it, but I think that system's better. Like,
I
like
mean,
when I
there's
thought about it, I was like, oh wait, that's actually so much better. Like, because when I joined as a I think I joined as a waiver the first time with Gunther, and I was like, it was nice that like I didn't have to worry about switching teams. Like the team I was on was the team I was on. Like it wasn't like a concern like I'm gonna switch teams. And the only way I would switch teams if there was like a playing time issue,
yeah.
where like you're trying to give me playing time by sending me somewhere else.
Look at that 1.8
Which,
WAR. I was on the money.
dang, you're good. What's my war at? How negative are
I'm
we?
trying to. I guess I need to go through here. I was curious. I think you might be negative at -1, or maybe worse. There's a possibility, but you
So
you
he was a
jumped your
one. He
batting
was a
average up
1.5.
so much.
But that one hit really might have made the difference, that one hit at the end of that game.
-1.
So
It's
our
in the
best
bottom
player
right corner.
adds his WAR by 0.3, and I'm like, yep, let me get negative 0.3. Let me just cancel that out. Oh my god, so bad. What's my OPS plus?
28.
Still third. Oh my god, that it was 30 before that went down. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this was very, very, very young shortstop season. Doesn't go too well.
Oh my god, -8 OPS plus. Jeez.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean
god, I didn't even know it
it's
went
not
negative,
it's
bro.
understandable though because you get all your TPE into defense.
Oh my god.
Man, Twitchy was joking with me that I need to sim every stream this season, which I think is partially
Why?
because
What
I've
happened
been
to him?
doing quicker streams, but he's been but also the Toros were 11-3, and then they went 1-5 today. So.
Yeah. Hey, still at the top of the division though.
Indeed. Well, the index is updated, so you can check it out, and we'll. It's not me on Saturday; it's Valor. So we'll have Valor on Saturday.
Huh.
Thanks for joining me in the booth. We'll raid over into the mothership quick.
Wait, I'm confused. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't the team that wins the division automatically get a playoff bid, or is it just the top two in the?
Majors.
Yeah. Or is it just top of the conference?
Majors is top team gets home field advantage.
Okay.
So top two teams are at home, and then the wild cards are determined. Though I know there were
Interesting.
talks of that changing, but well,
'Cause I
these
was
talks
confused why
being
your team
seasons
is
and seasons ago.
interesting.
But
Yeah, because I was confused why your team is top of the wild card right now. And I
oh,
thought it was the top team of the division that gets a bid.
wait, are you saying? Oh, okay. I'm not on. I'm
Yeah,
not on
Toros.
Cancun anymore. I recreated.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
But,
Cancun,
yeah.
Cancun.
Oh, you. Oh, look at
I don't pay
that.
attention to where people move.
How many stolen
I didn't see
bases
it
are
yet.
we at? 77.
Number one, geez.
Well, we have.
Small ball, huh? That's the team now.
We're on pace for 396 stolen bases.
What's minus 7.6 base running mean? Is that bad?
It means that we're losing 7. We've lost 7 runs by base running compared to average.
So your guys are number one in steals, but suck at running the bases.
I probably need to look into that because I have no clue how that's possible. Because
like that's what I'm confused by. I'm like, okay, so
all
we're
right,
leading
rate
the
is
league in stolen
going.
bases at
Sorry.
77.
Okay, we rated.